Hey, hi everyone. Welcome back with the live stream session with the Axiom. Today's agenda is we are going to demonstrate to you what is web scraping. Like earlier streams, today we are planning to give you all the details regarding web scraping. First of all, we'll be understanding what is web scraping, why it is used, and then Team Axiom is going to give us the live demonstration how they can scrap the data or how web scraping can be used to collect the data to process further for the analysis or to accumulate it for further processing and all. Let us understand firstly what exactly we mean by web scraping. If you are a fresher and want to know about and want to develop a technical model on web scraping, this session will be very useful for you right from the understanding the concept as well as doing the things technically so that by just providing the URL of an application, the objectives of data set can be set and you can able to extract out the expected data to process it further. In every application to analyze, we need ample amount of data, and to get that data which is required for analysis, we need to scrap it from the web. So can we able to develop a tool which we can set it up on the web so that it can extract out the data for us. We can able to clean it up as per our requirement. We can able to store it in the database, and using a code we can able to further analyze it, process it. The similar kind of features what applications are doing by collecting the data from the users, right? In the case of explicit implicit way, in the similar manner, our web scraper can able to will be able to scrap that data for us for further analysis. So this stream is dedicated to the web scraping and data capturing techniques. Now, scraping is a technique, but the ultimate goal is to capture the data, capture the desired data from the web. In this stream, it's a structure to blend conceptual understanding with hands-on coding, and we will be giving some examples of the applications where these data scraping techniques will be used. And as I just explained you, we need ample data to analyze, to visualize, to and in these situations to collect the data. These are data collection techniques. One can correctly identify these called as. And this web scraping data collection technique, data capturing technique will be more useful for data analysis and visualizations. So let us understand firstly what is web scraping. It's a automated extraction of data from websites, right? Because we are not manually filling it. We are not asking user to fill the data. We'll be developing a tool by which it will automatically extract the data from the given from the like websites, or if you able to provide the URL. So this tool will be able to extract out the data from you and collect into the database. Think of it as a program that reads a web page's HTML and picks out the informations you need. For example, like the property prices, buyers reviews, or lead contact details. Just like if you if as a user you want to read certain things, we'll Google out, we'll go to the websites, read the data or the informations required. But that is just a manual read. You're not able to collect that all the data into the database. So if you want to automate this so that your tool can able to extract out the desired data from the websites and able to populate into the database for further processing. Right? That is what exactly the technique is called as web scraping. Now, after understanding like the definition of web scraping, how it works in high level. For example, step number one, it sends an HTTP request like a browser to the URL, just like the way you are connecting any websites. You're opening the browser, you're typing the URL, uniform resource locator, and like so that HTTP request goes to the server, establishes connectivity, and with the data transferred and downloaded to your machine, and the browser can interpret that, and you can able to read the contents. Ultimately, the data exchange is the HTML format, right? So in case in the standard format, standard way, what is it, how the web scraping works? You are sending the request to the URL. The second step, it receives the HTML and JSON response, right? JavaScript's object notation JSON, like means the data which is available on the web. You're able when you type certain things, you're able to see the web page. It means actually it's the web server exchanges that data in the HTML form, and your browser is an interpreter which interprets this HTML and embedded scripts into the visual contents, right? It's interpretation interpreter. So whenever you send the request, you'll be receiving the response from the web server in the format of HTML and JSON. That is, parse the structure to locate data using CSS selectors and XPath. I just explained you like how the browser what is the purpose of browser. It interprets you to make that data visible, readable in your format. Now, the first and second steps will be the same. You are sending the request to the URL, you are receiving the data, but now we by using this tool, we are parsing that structure of data, right? structure to locate that data. Means like whatever the desired data you want to collect. By using CSS selector and the XPath, you are locating that data from that URL. And then the next step is extract and store the data. Right? So by using these 4 steps, by sending requests, receiving data, parse the structure to locate data, and extract and store that data. In this manner, overall, the web scraping works. If a website is a library, a scrapper is a smart robot that reads every book's title and author and writes them into a spreadsheet in a second. It's a website is a library, and this in the form of scrapper, we are developing a smart robot that reads every book title and author and writes them into the spreadsheet in seconds. So I hope these kind of examples will give you the analogy how web scraping will be useful and what exactly the web scraping is. Now, after understanding what is web scraping and the bulleted points by how we the functionality of a web scraping, let us understand in depth why web scraping is required in real world use cases. Right? Let's say, for example, as you know that in case of white label applications, we are developing various applications. Let's say, for example, we are having a real estate AI platform. Now, we need to for developing any platform, we need a data to be trained. We need a ample data to train it. So, for gathering training data, we can scrap thousands of property listings, obviously with permissions, to fine-tune the AI match score model. Right? Earlier, you had developed AI bots for real estate engines. So, if you want to capture the data, training data from thousands of property listings, right? The desired data, what we are expecting, the thousands of property listings, then we can scrap it. We can provide the various URLs, and then you can read and extract all the contents, right? And then able to develop your own database to further fine-tune it to the AI match score model. The next is competitors price monitoring. We can track with similar prices range sell for on the portals. It's like how it is tiresome, like to read go to the websites, read the data, and manually code it somewhere. Instead of that, you can also do that. You can visit to website, read that particular contents, make your own notes, record into the database. That is the manual stuff. But if the same kind of thing, if your application is going to do, visiting to various websites, extracting the data and collecting it for you, that is where the web scraping plays a role, right? So if you want to capture publicly available business into feed that VTS and CRM pipelines, you know that there is a popular tool we developed called as VTS, Visitors Tracking System, which is connected with the Axiom's sales CRM. So what this VTS will do, once we inject this video tracking system to any applications, the amount of traffic diverted to this, the unknown traffic diverted to these web applications or the platforms, it will able to extract out the data, user's data, who that user is, what's his name, what's his email ID, what's his contact details, what's his geographical locations from where he is connecting, right? So that unknown users, the traffic which was anonymous to the users, will be able to convert into the known traffic and known users. We develop it by developing Axiom's visual tracking system. I explained you the 5 different techniques by which we can collect the user's data, and the intention of the data, how much time he devoted to read that particular application, all. So in the reference of VTS and CRM pipeline, we will be needing the leads. We'll be generating it's a lead generation tool where my sales team can able to follow them up further, because we understand and we be able to extract out what his name, details, and the address, and the mobile number, and the email, and the intent will come to know why he connected, sort of. So lead enrichment also will be the purpose why we need a web scraping. As Axiom centers are dealing with the white label projects, they may need large data to train it further to their applications. For example, healthcare. So this tool, web scraping tool, can able to scrap doctor directories to populate the clinical database. In case of food, aggregate restaurant menus and reviews, right? In case of garments, you can collect trending fashions styles and e-commerce sites from e-commerce sites, right? So one well-built scrapper can replace hundreds of hours of manual copy paste. As I just explained, if you want to collect the data from the web, you will be visiting to the various websites, searching it, you are collecting your own notes, and then maybe you can able to copy paste many things and able to develop your own data. But it's some many hours you required. You cannot count it, how the number of hours required to accumulate that desired data. But the same thing we are trying to explain. But the one well-built scrapper can able to replace that 100 of hours and manual efforts to within a fraction of minutes and seconds. You can have a data set of the desired data, and it turns into the entire web into the potential database and the data set. Whichever the purpose you'll be using, you can use that data set. You have a ample data set for training, for processing, and that's the beauty of developing a web scraping. So once you understand, hope you understand the concept of a web scraping, why and what it is used, what is web scraping and why it is used, the importance of the web scraping. Let us open this forum for Team Axiom so that they'll give us the details not only for the conceptualization of web scraping, but how they develop a tool by which they can scrap the data from the web for further processing. I'll be handing over this session to Team Exam, and you guys need to understand the concept well, as well as how technically this web scraping works to collect the data from the web. That you will be certainly enjoy these sessions and understand the concept well. And over to Team Exam.
Hello everyone and welcome to today's live session by Team Exim. Our topic is web scraping decoded, extract, clean and store web data. In this session, we will explore that web scraping is why it's important, how it's work, the Python libraries used for scraping and its real-world applications. By the end of this session, you will have a clear understanding of how web scraping helps automate data collection and support data-driven decision making. In today's digital world, website contain a massive amount of valuable information such as a product details, job listing, news and market data. Collecting this information manually is not only time consuming but also prone to error. Especially when websites update frequently, businesses need accurate and up-to-date data to make informed decisions. Web scraping solves these challenges by automating the data collection process, making it faster, more reliable, and highly efficient. Web scraping is the process of automatically extracting information from websites using software or scripts. Instead of copying data manually, a scraper reads the HTML content of a website, identifies the required information, and converts it into a structured format like CSV, Excel, JSON, or a database. This structured data can then be used for analytics, reporting, research, and business intelligence. Web scraping offers many benefits to businesses and developers. It automates repetitive data collection tasks, reduces manual effort, and saves valuable time. Organizations use web scraping for competitor analysis, market research, price monitoring, and trend analysis. By collecting real time data automatically, businesses can make faster and more informed decisions while reducing operational cost. The web scraping process follows a simple workflow. First, select the target website and inspect its HTML structure. Then a Python script send an HTTP request to download the web page. The HTML content is passed to locate the required elements such as product name or prices. After extracting the data, it is cleaned, validated, and finally stored in a format like CSV, Excel, or databases for analysis and reporting. This diagram represents the overall architecture of a web scraping system. It begins with the target website, where an HTTP request fetches the web page. An HTML parser processes the page structure, while CSS selector or XPath helps identify the required elements. The extracted data is then cleaned and stored in files or databases, making it available for dashboards, analytics, or other business applications. There are three common types of web scraping. Static web scraping is used for websites where the HTML is readily available and can be scraped easily using request and BeautifulSoup. Dynamic web scraping is required for websites that load content using JavaScript, where tools like Selenium or Playwright are used. The third approach is API based data collection, which retrieves structured JSON or XML data and is usually faster and more reliable method when APIs are available. Python makes web scraping simple and efficient. We begin by importing the necessary libraries, then send an HTTP request to the website. After receiving the HTML response, we parse the content, locate the required elements, extract the data, clean it using data processing technique, and finally export it to CSV or Excel for further analysis. Python provides several powerful libraries for web scraping. Request is used to fetch web page content. Soup helps parser HTML, and LXML offers faster HTML processing. Selenium and Playwright are ideal for handling JavaScript based websites, while Scrapy is a powerful framework for large scale scraping projects. Pandas is commonly used for cleaning, organizing, and exporting the extracted data. It's important to understand the difference between static and dynamic website. Static websites provide all their content directly in the HTML, making them easier and faster to scrape. Dynamic website load content using JavaScript after the page loads. So the required browser automation tools such as Selenium or Playwright choose the correct approach depend on how the website delivers its content. Extracted data is often unorganized and may contain unnecessary information. Data cleaning involves removing HTML tags, extra spaces, duplicate records, and handling missing values. We also standardize format, convert data types, and ensure consistency, clean, and accurate data in essential for meaningful analysis and reliable business insight. Once the data is clean, it needs to be stored for further use. Depending on the project requirement, it can be saved in CSV files, Excel sheet, JSON files, or database like MySQL, PostgreSQL, or MongoDB. Proper storage allows the data to be reused for dashboard, reports, machine learning models, and business automation. While web scraping is powerful, it's not always straightforward. Developers often face challenges such as CAPTCHA verification, rate limiting, IP blocking, dynamic content loaded with JavaScript, changes in a website structure, session expiry, and anti-bot detection mechanism. These can interrupt or prevent the scrapping process. To overcome these challenges, it's important to follow best practices. Always respect the website robot.txt guidelines, add delay between requests, to avoid overloading servers, rotate user agents to stimulate requests from different browsers, and implement retime mechanism to handle temporary failures. Following these practices helps build more reliable, efficient, and responsible web scraping solution. While web scraping is a valuable technology, it should always be used responsibly. It's important to review the website terms of services, respect its robot.txt file, avoid sending excessive requests, and collect only publicly available information. Following ethical and legal guidelines help ensure responsible and sustainable use of web scraping. Web scraping is widely used across different industries. E-commerce companies monitor competitor prices, travel website compares flight and hotel prices, financial organizations analyze market trends, and recruitment platform collect job listings. It is also used in news aggregations, real estate, research, and digital marketing to gather valuable information quickly and efficiently. As web scraping projects become more complex, advanced techniques are used to improve performance and reliability. This includes proxy rotation, user agent rotation, headless browsers, scheduled scraping, parallel processing, API integrations, cloud based scraping, and AI assisted data extraction. These techniques help build scalable and efficient scraping solutions. Web scraping provides significant value to businesses by automating data collection, reducing manual work, monitoring competitors, generating leads, and supporting businesses' intelligence. It enables organizations to make faster data driven decisions while improving efficiency and reducing operational costs. This makes web scraping an essential tool for modern businesses. To conclude, web scraping is much more than simply collecting information from websites. It is a powerful technology that transforms publicly available data into meaningful insight. By using Python and the right tools, businesses and developers can automate repetitive tasks, improve efficiency, and support better decisions making. As the demand for the real data continues to grow, web scraping has become an essential skill in today's data driven world. Thank you for joining today's session. I hope you found it informative and valuable. That concludes the presentation of web scraping, decoded, extract, clean, and store web data. We have covered the fundamentals of web scraping, its workflow, key Python libraries, different scraping techniques, common challenges, and real world business applications. Now, I will hand over the session to my teammate who will take you through the live Python demonstration. They will show you how to inspect a website, extract data using Python, clean the extracted information, and store in structured formats such as CSV or Excel. Over to you.
Hello everyone, welcome back to another live session by Team Axiom. Let me share my screen first. Hope my screen is visible to you all. First of all, I would like to thank you, my teammate, for the excellent presentation. It gives us a clear understanding of what web scraping is and why it is important. So the different techniques and different type of techniques which we involve here, the legal and ethical considerations, and how organizations use web data for analytics, research, lead generation, market intelligence, and the automations. Now it's time to move from theory to practical implementation. Now today's session, which is on the web scraping, decoded, extract, clean, and store web data. To demonstrate this concept, I'm having my developed project, which is like called VR Universal Web Scrapper Extractor. Indirectly, it is the Universal Web Data Extractor. So the objective of this application is to automate the process and collecting publicly available information from websites and convert it into structured downloadable reports. Instead of manually visiting hundreds of websites, we'll just copy the information, and this application allows users to simply enter your website only or otherwise company name, and within the few seconds it extract useful information such as website metadata, headings, hyperlinks, images, tables, emails, phone numbers. Finally, finally, all the extracted information can be exported into the Excel file for further analysis. So let's begin by understanding the project architecture. And before moving into the live demonstration, we'll have the project overview and the folder structure. Before we execute the application, let's quickly understand this how the project has been organized. So one of the important aspect of a software development is creating a modular architecture where every file has a specific responsibility. A project is structured as follows, like universal web scraper. Here we have the root directory, and this is the folder for the contents all the applications files. And then main application, we start with the app.py, which is the heart of the application. We can say the app.py, which is a main streamlit application where we are going to show front-end requirements, the extractors, the modules, the conditions, everything. It to creating the user interface, like user inputs, calling the scrappers by selecting the data to extract, display extracted information, exporting results into the Excel. Everything is in this simple word, like this file controls the entire application workflow, which is the app.py. And you can see the data extraction code we have added here, like we can fetch, extract the headings, links, images, emails, phone numbers, tables. If not available, then we have the no HTML tables found on this website. Everything which is coded here as per the data extraction which we required basically, and it is on the condition base where we use the soap. Already my teammate explained about the dependencies which we are going to uh, explain, and we already use. Then we'll move forward. We have like we have an old application also. Yeah, yes, yes, this was the main application app.py which we have. After that we have the website scraper. Like we'll go with the scrapper.py, and it helps. Yeah, we requested for the beautiful soup, which is used for the bs5 4 for importing and normalize all the things for this application, and think of this the engine of our application. Like, so its responsibility is very simple. It accepts the website URL. From this, it will just take the values as a URL which we have to provide here, and it will use as a soup to find the root of this applications. Then it uses the Python requests library to download the HTML content. After the downloading HTML, Beautiful Soup passes the web pages, and finally it returns with the website title. This website title, status code, HTML source, a beautiful soap object, number of headings, number of links, images, tables, phone numbers, everything. This pass data is sent to the extraction module by using this file. Then we'll go to extraction engine. Now this was the scrap.py. Now we have the extractor.py file, which is the engine for the extraction. This is once the beautiful soup pass the HTML, this module extract the information requested by the user. Currently, it contains the 6 extraction functions like extract headings, extract images, extract links, tables, extract emails, extract phone numbers. Each functions have the return the extracted information as a pandas data frame, and making it easy to display on the screen to export into the Excel format. Now we have the some. These are the major files which we are using in the root direct for the extracting the data as a universal web scraper. Now we have the some folders like we have the exporters, extractors, output. Then we have the utils, VNV, which is the virtual environment which we required for the Python. Now we will like, discuss about the exporters folders. Currently, our application uses a single extractor.py. Yeah, but however, for the scalability, we have already prepared for the modular architecture, where each extractor which each extractor has its own file. Like for example, we have the emails.py, then we have the headings.py, then we have links. These all files will be used as personal extractors. Right now we are using this all the functions as in the one file, but as the project grows, each module can be maintained independently using this folder structure. Then we have the we have the exporters folder. Like it reserve the exporting data here. uh, this is a file which is empty here because we store the data here for the exporting. It currently export the logic inside app.py, and in the future version the plan move to export functionality into the folder. Like every supporting Excel, CSV, JSON and PDF report will be available in this folder only. Now we have the output law also, where we have the books.xml file and the output.xml file, which is the XLSX file, which is not visible here. But these both files have the user downloads extracted information, and it generates the Excel file stored, which will be available in this folder. Now let's understand how everything works together. So we have this app.py, which is like the user will uh, available which user will be comes to the website URL. He will enter website URL, company name. Then the scrapper will start the working to scraping the data. It uses the beautiful soup. Then it goes to extractor file, and it will use the pandas data frame to extract the data from this, and it will create the Excel report. This is the complete life cycle of this application by using these files. Now we'll just go with this live demonstration directly. So I'm having the terminal open for this folder structure. I'm already activated my virtual environment for this Python. So I'll just make sure to run this application here. So it is loading. So here it is. We have the universal web data extractor with the extract useful information from any public website, and we have the select data to extract. Like we can select the we want headings, links, images, tables, emails, phone number, whatever we want as the condition we added there. So I have already shared the streamline application like with you. This is what we have. And the first thing we see the universal web extractor by loading this web application, and this is the interface intentionally simple so that even non-technical users can operate. And after that we have the search bars, company name, and enter website URL section where we can enter the web applications URL here. Same extracting time we explain. Then we have the second part, like uh, the first website URL and the second company name. Why we added here, like by search by is the sorting type. If we select this website URL, we have to enter the website here, or we select the company name, we just add the company name here. So all in the code section we already added the variables for this app. Yes, you can see that the extractors is working here, and also we added this search by website URL. We can use the company name, or otherwise we can fetch the directly website URL. As you can see, the https example.com is available here, and all the required conditions will be available here. So we'll just back to the interface, and here we can see that now. Well, let's begin with the website URL. I will paste here our our website, which is axiomtechguru.com. It will ask you to press enter to apply. I'll just click on the enter, and have to click on the start scraping. Now I will check the start scraping with the application. Immediately downloads the web page. Beautiful soup like it passes the HTML, and now we receive the quick summary. Like you can see that we have the website loaded successfully. Website details, status code is 200. Title we got, the web application title we got, like expert IT consulting, custom software, AI SEO services, UK, USA, UK, and Canada, Axiom Tech Guru. Headings counter, links counter, images counter, and the tables counter with the extracted data in the table format. Text, indexing, and the URLs for the particular extracted data. And this we can see all the numbers are available with the same things. If I uh, show you that we have the theme for this web application, like we have the system already selected, then we can go with this light version of this applications, and then same the dark, as my system is already selected with the dark. Then we have to again just enter the R, so it will rerun again, or otherwise we have the auto rerun function available here. We can enter the C, so it will clear, it will search, it will directly fetch that the are you sure you want to clear the application functions caches. This will remove all the caches enters from the function using like C. I just enter the C in the keyboard, and it will it fetched and asking about the clear caches. If you think the data is already available in this website, or caches are run, so we can clear the caches from there. Then we have the print section where we can print the web page. This there is not data here, so we'll after the fetching we can. So at the same time we have the recording functionality we added here, like record screen. So start recording, after it will open the entire uh, Google Chrome interface. Like it will show you the choose what to share with this local host. I can select with the Windows, or I can select the entire screen here, and just click on these things. It will start the recording by whatever the data we are extracting or scrapping, that will be real timely recorded from this platform. And here in the right corner section you can see that the recording started. After that we have to just click on the stop recording. It will generate an interface where we have the recording preview video format, which is recorded here in the live stream uh, at at the live only with the demo. Also we have the second step like save video with the disk or share video with this world repeater, anything else. We'll just crop. This was the functionality we added here before going for the scrapping. Now we have the scrapping data. So we'll just explain about. Now we'll have the application searches for the HTML headings tags, such as like we'll go back and click on the headings and just click on the start scrapping. So it will go to the website and it will find the headings of this URL, like what tags we use, and for this tag which data is available. Like you can see the extracted headings are displayed in the structure table. This can be useful for SEO analysis, content auditing, and understanding website structures. Finally, we can export this data into the Excel with a single click. Just we have to click on the download Excel, and if I here see show you the output file is downloaded here after the clicking of download button, and is it is listed the data. This kind of data is available which is extracted from this file, so we can easily extract this data, find the data, and download this data in CSV as well. So I'll just open it here. When again I started with the scrapping. Now we'll have the indexing for the particular headings which is available in this file with the exacted data and keywords which is available. At the same time, as in the previous site, I select with the links. So I select the links and I'll start the scrapping the data. Website loaded successfully with the 200 status, and we have the headings counting links, images, all over things. The same time we have the text, extracted data for this text, and the URLs like which select the links from. Every text have their links, like you can see that these are the keywords which is available in the website. At the same time, for these keywords we use this type of links, like web design development is assigned with this link, digital marketing is there, hire developers URL is there. So all the available links of this website will be scrapped here, and it available the hyperlinks we display, like link text and the destination URLs, and this particularly useful for the backlinks analysis, website navigations, auditing, and the crawling as we face. At the same time, we can just click on the download. It downloads easily. Also, so we have print view section. So whatever the data will be scrapped, that will be available here. I'll just start scrapping again. So data is available here. I just go here and click on the print section. So you can, all the summaries is available in this uh, file will be available on this print section. So you can easily download or save and print out this thing, or otherwise we can just download the Excel section here. Now we'll have the another type which is like, this is for the keywords, links, headings. Now we'll search, is it images available or not, or are we able to extract the images from this website. So here you can see that the counter of images like 20, and extracted data like image is the heading, and here we have the sortings also for the both. And you can see yes, I'll just sort it again with zero indexing. Now we have the complete path of this image which is available in this domain, like domain slash public image slash images and the card 1.avif for this particular alt. This is the alternate keywords which we use for the image, and alternative text we can say that, and the same time we have the image URL. This can be useful for image audits, accessibility testing, and the digital assets management. So this is also downloaded and we can easily get the data. Now we have this another section is like the can we extract the emails from this website. Website is already entered in. I will just click on the start scraping. So here it is, it will extract the particular data which we required, like which is available on this website. We can get the data directly from the contact or about, but when we are going from the extracting data or scrapping the data, this is the useful interface where we have to enter the website and we will get one click we'll get everything what we, whatever we want, the email IDs, phone numbers, keywords, images path, and the headings, all the things. And this is there you can see that the domain email IDs of this website will be available here. Also we have some small indexings available here. Then we have another download sections where we can download these files. Also we have the search for if we want a particular, so it will show this, select all and just click on the admin. So after the entering the search content here, one result will showing here like it is highlighted, admin address is highlighted. Also we have the more view, maximum as minimize. This type of little features we added here for making the user interface more attractive and useful. And then at the last we'll have the phone numbers. We'll scrap the phone numbers and it will get the title of this page from the data is extracting. And again the application searches the HTML source using predefined regular expressions, and it displays the detected phone numbers like here we have the same times and showing here in the table format. So extracted all the data using this website URL is uh, extracting from the website and is scrapping and showing with the available data where we can download as well. So this was using the website URL, or otherwise we'll just click on the company name. So can it will work or not? So we'll just enter the Axiom of company name. Instead of providing the website URL, I simply type my company name, and this application internally maps into the its website. We'll check whether it is working or not. So it's oops. Then the scrapping process begins exactly the same way as before, and this makes the application easier to use the non-technical users. Like whatever data is available using the website, it's available here by the company name as we already coded that, but we need a root URL for this website. So we just enter here the company name and all the data is scrapped and extracted here. And internally it's briefly like we when we click on the start scrapping, the application first validate the inputs. If the user enters the company name, it attempts to find the corresponding websites. Once the valid URL is available, the request is sent to the scrapper.py. As here we can see, this was the coded here, and then the HTML is passed using the BeautifulSoup, creating structure representation of the web page. And based on the extraction type selected, the corresponding function from the extractor.py is called, and that function processes the pass HTML, everything which is conditions we created here, and that extracted information into the pandas data frame which converted, and finally the data displayed in the stream lit interface and can be exposed to the excel exported file and stored in the output folder. That everything will be available in these sections. So current limitations we have this for application like software project. This application has a few current limitations. At present, company name lookup relies on the small predefined dictionaries, so it recognize only limited set of companies. Like future version, this will be replaced with the real search services. The applications also works best with the website that serve standard HTML content. Like the whenever also we have the another website, we can search it here. We just gone through the our website. If I try to another website, so we can just enter here and click on the start scraping, so it will also fetch the data from the other websites as per availability. The data is available or not in the HTML format. So here you can see that this is a another website, and we got all the data as similar to Axiom TechGuru from the PLM. At the same time, we'll just enter the another website like villagemart.shop and we'll try again for the start scraping. Is it working or not? Here we have all the data available on the website. In the real time, it is extracting from the website by using its HTML content modern website, and dynamically it is using the data from this section. Like how it is working, we will just enter these files, and if I inspect the website, normally the debugger sections will happen with this thing. We'll just inspect, and we'll have this element section where the HTML generates. Yeah, from this section of HTML contents, the scrapper extract the data by using Python libraries and the BeautifulSoup, and it will fetches all the relevant data which we required from this website. So for such website, additionally, browser automation looks like Playwright will be integrated. This is for the HTML shell which is available to this scrapper, but for the modern website like built with React, Angular or Vue, often load data dynamically using JavaScript, which is means only the initial HTML shell is available to the scrapper, not the entire website. So that time it takes some time, but whichever the data is available like this type of, so it is extracted as per the requirement. And some also in this section for the scrapping, some website also use the security services as such Cloudflare or Akamai, which intentionally block automated requests. Handling these cases in part of our future roadmap. So this was the limitations of which we have this while using the universal web data extractor. So in the future enhancement, we'll have some kind of automation company website discovery using search APIs like Playwright integrations, multi-page website crawling, and the export options CSV, as we already explained about this. So this kind of data extractions we use here by using the website, the company names, the different kind of websites, and it is real-time data extracted from this HTML available on the website by coded by the development team of their websites. So that brings us to the end of this today's live demonstration, and I hope this session has helped you understanding the company's workflow of a web scraping, from extracting publicly available website data, cleaning and organizing the into meaningful information, and the finally storing into the structure Excel files where report the further analysis. We also explore the model architecture behind the universal web data extractor, demonstrating how different components work together to build scalable and extensible web scraping solutions. Thank you all of for the joining us and being a part of today's session. We truly appreciate your time and participation. Now, I would like to invite our director, sir, Mr. Sushil sir, to share his valuable guidance, insights, and in thought on today's topics. Over to you, sir. Thank you.
Hey, thanks, Team Axiom, specifically Urushi at the same time, who presented the uh, presentations about this uh, live stream. At the same time, the Sahil, you experienced the entire coding and how part of this entire applications, and everyone who contributed to make this event happening. I'm thankful to that. Now, you probably understood the purpose of web scraping and the kind of potential this technique having, because every application, whether it's in the wave form or the app form, we need to collect the data, and the motive is to have a data collections. Data is a key, and if we can able to extract the data by this web scraping way, so we can have an ample data for the training reason, for the processing reason. And as I given you the example of a digital tracking system and the sales CRM, we can able to generate the leads, right? We can scrap the sample data in this manner. So I hope the conceptualization of the web scraping, what, why, and how is clear to you, and hopefully you can able to implement these web scraping idea to your future projects. If you want to be part of such kind of technical events, do join us, subscribe us, share our events on your profile so that it can reach to your network. The motive of this kind of these live streams is to develop a network, to share, explore the technical topics so that together we can upskill ourselves to serve the industry better. I hope you enjoyed these sessions, and to have such more sessions, I wish you all and we all can able to come together and able to explore the more and more topics, in trending topics as I can say, so that like we need an upskilling for that reason. Thank you very much. Have a great day ahead.
In Axiom TechGuru, we transform ideas into scalable digital solutions with AI, innovation, and technology that drives real business growth.